In this video, I want to show you some job posts that I found on Indeed that are basically just trying to take advantage of people. Now, if you don't know any better, or if you're like in school or fresh out of school or just getting back into the workforce, you would read these and think that these are good opportunities. But what I want to do is break them apart for you so that you can see what they really mean and know that these companies don't actually value you. They are just trying to get the best deal on you, and they're treating you like a commodity. So I've lined up a bunch of jobs and I want to break them apart for you and kind of steer you away from them. And look, sometimes you need a job and you need money to pay your bills, and so I get it. Sometimes you just got to take what you can get, but I'm just trying to say if you can avoid these, please do. This first one right here is a junior developer sales engineer. The first thing I want to do is break this apart. Junior developer, that's a job. Sales, that's a job. The next thing we want to do is we want to look at the job duties and responsibility. Developer support. So now you're also a support engineer. Provide and develop and maintain training material, videos, how-tos, and code samples. It means you gotta know video editing and recording and that stuff. Provide developer tech support and troubleshooting. So now you're doing tech support. Create prototypes. So now you're doing UI, UX if you're creating prototypes. Now you're doing technical support requests. So you're also doing customer service here. So here's the only thing that has to do with junior development. Ability to manage multiple priorities. So this usually means that you're going to be overloaded with 5 different things at the same time, all the time. You're going to finish 2 of those and you're going to get 3 more. Security minded. Alleviating potential security concerns in the code. As a junior developer, this is not something that normally falls on them. These sorts of responsibilities are for people that have been working there longer, that know the ins and outs of the code base of the company, not for a junior developer. If you put a junior developer sales engineer on this, you're going to create more code security concerns. This job doesn't know what it wants to be. This job is just trying to get someone that is qualified for one thing, and then they're going to make you do 5 other things, and then they're going to complain about your inability to do those 5 other things because that's not what you do. You just do the one. And this is just a bad job. The next one we're going to take a look at is junior web developer at Twins Management LLC in California. This is $50,000 a year to $70,000 a year. Now, if you live in California, you know that it's really, really expensive to live there. At $50,000 a year, you're going to be having roommates, or at least living with your parents. There's really no way that you can make a decent living and provide for yourself unless you have absolutely 0 debt. This is something that you would get paid where I live, here in Utah. Like, that would be decent money here in Utah. That would be decent money in Nebraska or Kansas or Arkansas or basically any other state but California. The next thing I want you to look at is the description. Senior level in front-end development using Angular framework, but a junior level in back-end development using Node.js. Now, if you're a senior level in front-end alone, you are automatically worth 6 figures, if not very, very close to 6 figures. If you're a junior level in back end, you're still worth more than $50,000. And then on top of that, they also want you to have these other bonus skills. They want you to have integrating hardware, payment systems, machine vision, OpenCV, and distributed ledgers are a plus. If you know any of these, you are automatically worth more than $70,000. Junior developer pay, senior level experience. Stay away from these companies. Twins Management LLC, you're trash. Here's a job which is 2 jobs in one, and they don't even try to hide it, not even a little bit. Junior developer / customer support. And they give you a range of $35,000 to $50,000 a year. Now, typically, one of these jobs is worth the upper end of this. But you're doing both of these jobs. So $35,000 to $50,000 a year. This is in Miami, Florida. $35,000 a year. Quick calculation is $16.80 per hour. That's how much you're going to get paid for doing 2 jobs. At $16.80 an hour, I can go be a manager at In-N-Out. I can go be a janitor. I can go do any number of jobs and get paid that are easier than this. One thing to note here is that this is a startup. We recently secured a round of growth capital, and now we're doubling down on our early success. So that's kind of a red flag right there. We're looking for a motivated, tech-savvy junior developer / customer support to join our growing team. I'm not sure how you're growing a team with these sorts of rates, not in downtown Miami. I don't get it. This role will provide a forward-thinking and passionate junior developer. I think if anyone was forward-thinking enough, they would read this application and realize $35,000 as a junior developer is a joke. You'll work alongside our co-founder, CEO, sales, and customer success teams to deliver outstanding customer support. Another thing I'd like to point out is if you're going to work directly alongside the co-founder and CEO, just understand this is what they think that you're worth. $16.80 an hour. That's what they think you're valued as. And to me, if someone values you way below the market and wants you to do 2 jobs in one, to me that indicates whoever made this job is a piece of shit. Let's look at the benefits. Significant career opportunity for an enthusiastic support engineer who's ready to join a proven high-growth tech startup at the relatively early stage. These are very red flag words. High-growth tech startup. Every startup is high-growth tech startup disrupting industry XYZ. They all say the same thing. They say that the benefits are a competitive salary. Now, I don't know if the person who wrote this is just dumb or they think the people applying to this are. And I don't care if you're a startup and if you have no money. If you are a startup and you have no money, don't offer this position. There's not even any equity involved here. You don't even get a piece of the company. Normally, if you're going to offer no money, you're going to offer them a piece of the company in exchange. This company doesn't care. This company just says, hey, we're going to offer you $16.80 an hour, and you're going to do 2 jobs. High growth tech startup. Work in a great location at WeWork Wynwood. Oh, so they don't even have an office. They're just at a WeWork. We have an amazing culture and work environment that anyone would want to be part of. We encourage a culture of positivity. I'm sorry, it's really hard to be positive when you're not getting paid enough to pay your bills. Here's one. Shout out to my Canadian fans. Software developer at Terraform. It's an internship. $15 an hour. $15 an hour is minimum wage in Alberta, Canada. I just want to show you what they want you to know. Working with Git. Testing apps for bugs and issues. If you know how to do that, you're worth more than minimum wage. Must have a great team attitude and always bring your smile to work. It's hard to bring a smile to work when you know that what you know is worth more than minimum wage, when someone that knows nothing can go and get a job and make the same amount as you. Must have experience with native Android or native iOS. Must have the ability to hit the ground running, make builds, upload builds, manage basic MySQL databases, modify basic full stack server code. If you can do any of this on a basic level, you're worth more than $15 an hour. You must have at least 6 months experience making a mobile app. If you have 6 months experience doing any of this, you're automatically worth more than $15 an hour. Now, if you convert these Canadian dollars into US dollars, that's $11 an hour. I can go make more than that at In-N-Out, at McDonald's, at Arby's, at Sonic, at any fast food restaurant around me right now and make more. If you're looking for a career as an app developer and want to join a fast-growing team that has a big focus on learning and having fun, then apply today. Here's an area where they're kind of flip-flopping and they don't know what they want. It says you must have 6 months experience, but down here it says that you must have 1 year experience. You must have 1 year of API use. You have 1 year of JSON? 1 year of Git. If you need 1 year for Git, I don't think development is for you. And one thing I'd like you to keep in mind with Indeed is that when it says required like this, the company who wrote this didn't write that. There's an experience section on the back end where they get to put what skills do you want the candidate to know. You put those in and you put make this required, yes or no. If they put yes, make this required, you see this area here and in the parentheses it says required. If you apply to this job, there's going to be a box that pops up and says, do you have 1 year experience? And if you put that you don't have 1 year experience, your application will not get sent. So they want you to put yes. You have to put yes to all of these for your application to get sent. And lastly, here's a job that I think is decent. It's for a junior software engineer, Raleigh, North Carolina, $60,000 to $70,000 a year. That's compared to the one in Florida for $35,000 to $50,000. The only cringe part about this application is it says wanted experienced rockstar software engineer. But other than that, everything in this is pretty fantastic. It's 100% work from home. $60,000 to $70,000. That means you're going to get paid about $65,000. You're always going to get paid in the middle of the range. Everything in here looks pretty normal for a junior software engineer, 1 to 3 years experience. Now here's where it gets really good. Ability to live and work on your own terms. This is very important because even though you're a junior, they still give you the freedom and flexibility. They understand work and they understand life. And to me, that's what makes this really great. Fully remote, decent pay, So VA Claims Insider in Raleigh, well, good on you. Good company. That's it for this video. I hope it was informative. I hope you learned a thing or two. If you did, maybe hit like, maybe share the video with someone that's looking for a job. Hit subscribe if you'd like to see more of these videos about how corporate works and how the job game kind of works. And let me know what you think in the comments below. If you'd like to support the channel, I have some links down there in the description. And I have some courses you can go check out about how to write a resume and a cover letter, and always making more courses. So you can go check those out if you'd like. I'd appreciate that. That's it. I'll see you guys in the next one.